Nobody expected the New England Patriots to flip their entire reputation in just one offseason. This is the same team the national media called boring, flat, even forgettable. But something changed. They threw out the old, brought in bold new weapons, and dared the rest of the league to doubt them again. With Stefon Diggs lining up on one side and rookie Kyle Williams flashing big play potential on the other, this attack might be nothing like the snooze fest critics predicted. And behind it all, Josh McDaniels is itching to rip the playbook wide open with RPOs, trick throws, and anything that will wake up this offense. The Patriots are tired of being labeled predictable, and they are about to prove it. What nobody is talking about is how the pieces on paper could snap together faster than anyone thinks. Williams might be only 22, but his 70 catches for nearly 1,200 yards in college shows he's no rookie who needs training wheels. Add in Pop Douglas to keep defenses honest in the slot, and this becomes a nightmare for defensive coordinators. The line is rebuilt, the system is fresh, and there is no shortage of targets ready to burn secondaries. The shocking part is how quickly this entire unit might gel once they get rolling, turning those doubters into believers before October even hits. But here's the twist that changes everything. The Patriots aren't just betting on flashy receivers, they are placing the keys of this offense in the hands of a second-year quarterback with something to prove. Drake Maye has been called the next Josh Allen for a reason, and the expectations around him are skyrocketing. If he clicks with these new weapons, the rest of the AFC might be in real trouble. And that's exactly where we are going next. But before we get into that, hit that like and subscribe button for more Patriots and all the NFL content. Let's aim for 500 likes on this video. The Patriots are throwing every ounce of hope behind Drake Maye, and nobody knows how explosive that gamble could be. Last year, he was a rookie stuck behind a broken line, still managing 15 touchdowns with a 66% completion rate in just 13 games. That is not a fluke. That is the kind of raw power that makes coaches see the next great NFL star in the making. Standing tall with a cannon for an arm and the legs to move the pocket, he has been compared to Josh Allen, but with sharper footwork and a cool confidence the moment the pressure turns up. Some scouts even believe he will blow past the expectations that dogged him as a rookie and silence every critic who called him a project. What nobody is saying out loud is how dangerous Drake Maye becomes with an actual supporting cast. Stefon Diggs is still an elite separator, and Kyle Williams brings fearless, hungry energy on the opposite side. Those pieces alone could unlock a completely new dimension in Maye's game. If defenses try to blitz him, he can shift, fire off quick strikes, or burn them with a scramble. When they sit back in zone, he will have the patience and vision to pick them apart. The Patriots built this roster for him to take over and make them impossible to predict. The scary part is how fast that could happen once he gains trust in these targets. And here's what most folks are sleeping on. Josh McDaniels is not about to hold Drake Maye back. He will let him rip play-action shots, designed runs, and anything to keep defenses terrified. This young quarterback is stepping onto the field ready to own the moment, and that confidence might shock the entire conference. But while the offense looks ready to spark fireworks, there is something even nastier brewing on the other side of the ball. The Patriots' defense might be about to bring the hammer down, and you need to see why. The Patriots' defense is getting ready to slam the door shut on any team that tries to run through them this year. It is no accident that Pro Football Focus named their linebacker group among the best in the entire league. Robert Spillane has a nose for chaos, racking up over 150 combined tackles last season, while Christian Ellis can move sideline to sideline and erase mistakes before they ever turn into highlight plays. When you add Jack Gibbons to that mix, you get a crew that can swarm ball carriers and hold down passing lanes all at once. That kind of balance is rare in the NFL, and it is exactly what the Patriots needed to toughen up their identity. What nobody is talking about is how their front four might be even more terrifying. Christian Barmore looks ready to explode after another offseason of fine-tuning, and Milton Williams showed in the playoffs that he can disrupt any line. Harold Landry gives them a proven finisher on the edge, coming off 9 sacks last year, and Keon White has flashed enough to be a dangerous rotational piece. These guys do not just want to stop you, they want to bury quarterbacks before they even set their feet. If the Patriots can push their sack numbers from 28 to over 40, opponents are going to run out of answers in a hurry. But here is the real twist. While everyone is focused on the big names, there is a wave of young talent ready to sneak in and make noise. Joshua Farmer is just getting started, and rookies like Braden Swinson might surprise anyone sleeping on their burst. With this many athletes collapsing pockets and a lockdown secondary behind them, this defense might bring back that fear factor New England fans have been craving. And speaking of fresh faces, the Patriots youth movement has another hidden story to watch, which might just rewrite their entire future. The Patriots are quietly betting on a pair of fresh faces to spark something special, and nobody seems ready for how fast they could shake up the depth chart. Kyle Williams might be a rookie on paper, but he already showed pro-level instincts in college with 70 catches for almost 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns while barely standing 5'10". That is the kind of fearless playmaker who refuses to back down. His footwork, his timing, and that chip on his shoulder could make him Drake Maye's best friend in crunch time. New England does not just see a developmental piece, they see a weapon that can threaten downfield on any snap. There is another name to keep an eye on, even if fans do not usually get excited about kickers. Andres Borregales is not just some random leg. He hit 19 of 20 in workouts and brings a calm confidence that could pay off in nail-biter moments. The Patriots remember all too well how special teams misfires hurt them in the past, and Borregales looks like the fix. His range and mental toughness could earn him the trust of coaches right away, and there is nothing more valuable than a kicker who stays cool when the clock is ticking down. The shocking part is how these rookies might help the team move faster than anyone predicts. Williams can line up opposite Stephon Diggs, forcing defenses to cover every blade of grass, while Borregales could be the hidden piece that turns tight games into wins. It is a reminder that the Patriots are not just loading up veterans, they are planting seeds for a much bigger payoff. And with these young pieces slotting into place, the real drama unfolds when you look around the AFC East, where a single trade just turned the whole division upside down. Rumors are swirling that the Patriots might bring back Kyle Van Noy, a two-time Super Bowl champion who racked up 12.5 sacks last year and still has plenty left in the tank at 34. With a low-cost contract and deep ties to the team's culture, Van Noy could mentor younger players while adding critical pass rush firepower, making New England's defense even scarier. This cheap move, possibly for just a fifth-round pick, would show the locker room the Patriots are all in, and if he returns, it could trigger even more roster shakeups as the team pushes to build the most complete defense in the AFC. As training camp closes in, the Patriots are making brutal roster moves, already cutting Wilfried Payne despite his international exemption and shrinking the defensive line to 8 spots with no room to spare. Terrell Jennings is also on the bubble at running back, facing a stacked depth chart with Ramondre Stevenson, rookie Trevion Henderson, Antonio Gibson, and Lan Larison all ahead of him, leaving little hope to hang on. With more cuts coming as camp battles and injuries shake up the lineup, even a fan favorite could get shown the door, raising questions about whether all these moving pieces can truly lock together in time for the season. When you step back and see the entire picture, it feels like the Patriots have built a team with almost every ingredient for a playoff push. The offense is stacked with proven stars and hungry newcomers, while Drake Maye is stepping into year 2 with more confidence and more weapons than any rookie could ever dream of. The defense looks mean, fast, and deep enough to give every quarterback in the AFC nightmares. On paper, this is the most balanced Patriots roster since the Brady years, and the chance to shock the conference is sitting right in front of them if they can put the pieces together in time. But the path will not be simple. That opening stretch might decide everything, with winnable matchups against the Raiders, Panthers, Saints, and Titans before the schedule turns nasty later in the year. If New England slips early, that momentum could vanish, and the same critics who called them boring last season will come roaring back. This is the moment where coaching, chemistry, and guts will matter more than any stat line or highlight reel. The smallest mistake might be the difference between chasing a playoff seed and falling right back into the AFC pack. What nobody knows yet is how quickly these new faces will settle in or whether the hype will translate into wins. That is the question every fan is asking right now. Can Drake Maye handle the pressure? Will the rookies rise when it counts? And can the defense really punish teams the way it looks on paper? Tell me in the comments if you believe the Patriots are playoff ready or still 1 year away. If you want the most fearless Patriots updates every single week, smash the subscribe button right now. We will break down every camp battle, every rumor, and every snap all season long. Let's see if this team is ready to prove the doubters wrong.